All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Sort of gazing in amazement at my opponent's galactic legend Ahsoka here in the Grand Arena. Character just hit the game, and this player already has it. Relic 6 with the full team. 3 Omicrons on this Exile Ezra. All the Zetas across the team. And a Datacron level 8. It's not the Jedi Stuncron, I guess. Well, Ezra's the only Jedi, right? So I guess it's not so bad, but 15% turn meter on special abilities. So we've got... we've still got other stuff here, right? We've got Rey, we've got Gungans. Down bottom, we've got Ahsoka, Great Mothers, Leia, Baylan Skull, and Third Sister. All right. Let's look at Baylan here for a second. Well, in Grand Arenas, there's a non-GL Ahsoka enemy, stuff happens. If Baylan is not taunting, they're inflicted with healing immunity. Defeated enemies can't be revived. And mercenary allies can't be instantly defeated. Okay. So the last Baylan we fought apparently didn't have that Omicron or that leadership. Yeah, the Omicron for the leadership Grand Arena. Because we did instant execute him. But if he's got the Omicron in his leadership, then it looks like we can't instant execute. So we've got Baylan to deal with, Leia, Great Mothers with the Datacron, Third Sister. Third Sister, I guess we can at least try to Phoenix that. See if that still works. Against this Datacron. Yeah, I don't think that Datacron's going to stop Phoenix. But what the heck do I do here? So JML is typically what I use against Rey, but I think JML, or at least in what I saw initially, JML is kind of the character that can go after Ahsoka. So we'll try Jedi Master Luke against Ahsoka, which means we might even have to use JMK against the Rey. We'll have to Bane the Leia, SLKR the Nightsisters, and then I guess Sith Eternal. Well, Sith Eternal won't work against the Baylan either because no instant defeat, right? So how do I beat this Baylan Skull team then? Gas, maybe? Can't instant defeat him with Rex. Oh, Rex isn't instant defeat, though. Rex is just damage. So aerial advantage might still work. We just have to have something that can stay alive against Baylan Skull. Which I don't know if 501st is it, but I don't know of a lot of other options that we have. Is he mercenary as well? Yeah, he's mercenary. So these are all mercenaries then. So we can't instant defeat anything on the team. Oof. This opponent has a lot of Omicrons. Holy cow. Holy cow. Sith Eternal against the Galactic Ahsoka. Is the insta-kill its own thing, or is it predicated on a non-galactic legend Ahsoka being present? I thought the Grand Arena part of that was generic. Yeah. So if there's no galactic legend Ahsoka, this box of text. If there's no galactic legend enemies, this box of text. If Baylan is not taunting, this box of text, right? So then, down here, defeated enemies can't be revived and mercenary allies can't be instantly defeated. That's its own sentence. So no, it's not dependent on any of the other stuff above. It's just its own standalone sentence. Sith Eternal works against galactic legend Ahsoka. So, I didn't have a lot of time to research this. Sith Eternal versus Ahsoka. What does that look like? Yeah, we're going to take a look here. So I'm seeing a battle with Arnold versus Ahsoka with Sith Eternal. That looks okay. It looks like Sith Eternal got down to, got down to Ahsoka. So how did he start that out? Oh, so he did Armor and Wat Tambor both, Thrawn, and the Geo for a taunt. Okay. So it's kind of a weird team. And he's linking up. What's he doing first here? Let's see. Who does he? So he puts it on Ahsoka. And then on Sabine. Okay, and then just works his way through it from there. Okay. Looks like that might work. Dang, that's annoying. What's annoying? Oh, the Baylan Skull abilities, you mean? Maybe. All right, so could we put together that Sith Eternal team? Do we have Geos on? I think we have Geos on offense. But I don't have a relic Brood Alpha. My Brood Alpha is still Gear 11. But that might give me the chance to resummon the Brute at least once. So I could put that team together. I've got the Armorer, although my Armor is only Relic 1. So maybe the Armorer doesn't live. Who knows? But Thrawn, what's he doing with Thrawn in there? Let me find out what he's doing with Thrawn. Okay, so for Thrawn, what he's doing is... Oh, he's just passing a turn over to resummon the Brute. Okay. So he just resummoned the Brute. Interesting. Interesting use of Thrawn. Well, why not? Says, yeah, annoying to face, but it's going to be great to have. Yeah. I'm a long way off on Baylan. I mean, as a, let's say, quote, free-to-play player, I'm only investing in the passes. Like, I'm debating whether I'll continue to do the Conquest Pass or the Episode Pass, but I mean, I'm not spending on the game other than that. So, I mean, how people have this stuff, the only way you could have all this stuff is if you bought shards. You had to have bought shards, right? character shards to have all these journeys completed by now. Because you would have had to have, I mean, the last marquee character would have to be done and relicked. So, yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong to spend. I'm just saying that with me not spending, it really leaves me a long way off on these characters. But okay, let's go out and scout and take a look at the opponent's whole roster here. 10.7 million galactic power, 4-1 in ships, 6-6 in characters. Galactic War Battles won 16,000, so 4 years old on the account. Ship-wise, Leviathan, Profundity, Executor, all the stuff. Character-wise, oh wow, okay. So 4 Galactic Legends, and he's got the new Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. So what does that mean? That means he's got, like, really has most of his power on defense. Because we see the Leia, the Rey, the Ahsoka, Baylan, Third Sister, all that stuff's on defense. So his offense, it feels like his offense must be pretty mediocre, right? He's got a couple Galactic Legends. He's got Bo-Katan, Dark Trooper, Moff Gideon, so, I mean, he's got plenty of stuff. But, yeah, no Lord Vader. Where's Padme? He's definitely got all the new stuff, so he must definitely have Queen Amidala, right? He doesn't. He didn't build Queen Amidala yet. Okay. So he skipped Queen Amidala and the boys. Padawan, Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon are down here. So at least we don't have to worry about that nonsense on the back wall. Okay. Prin of the Sarlacc Pit Rejects. That's pretty funny. Sarlacc Pit threw him back up. Okay, so if we can use Sith Eternal against Ahsoka. So let's say Sith Eternal there. JML, Bo-Katan, mirror match the Remnant. Then down here, Bane, SLKR. So we could potentially even use JMK against Baylan's Skull. I don't think Baylan is a counter against JMK, is it? I mean, we have to kill them manually. We can't instantly execute with Ahsoka. But she can still do enough damage to just kill things straight up. Oh, but then all the non-Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano stuff kicks in too, huh? No. Well, that's the tool that we have for the job. I don't know what else we're going to do there. Because all of our other stuff is... I guess we could use JML there instead. We could use JML here. And then we could do JMK versus Rey. That would also work. All right, so we'll probably do that then. All right, let's go find the birds. And let's put a Datacron on here. Light side. Let's do the light side 15% turn meter if we can find it. Here we go. Light side uses special ability. They gain 15% turn meter. Okay. Has a bunch of armor penetration on it too, which is nice. That's a Jedi stun cron though. I don't think we want to give it up for this. Let's see if we've got any other ones here. Dark side 15%. Light side 15%. Doesn't exist. That's like the only one that we have. Oof. Take this one. Dark side tank revive. Or we just have to use this one after all. Gain buffs when you do a special. Tenacity, crit damage. 2% of that enemy's max health. Tons of potency. Well. It's just all dark side stuff from there on. All right, well, let's just look for something with a bunch of armor penetration and crit damage, that stuff then. This has got a bunch of crit damage, crit chance, tenacity, we'll take it. Can't have everything, where would you put it? Swgoh Gameplay says I forgot to sign up for GAC this round. Yeah, that's happened to me before. Why don't you Starkiller or Seer Malicos the Ray instead? I don't have Starkiller at all on this account. This account's 4 years old, and I've built what I've been able to in that time, so it's not a max account with everything in it. And the Malicos team is not finished yet. I'm still working on the Zetas and Omicrons for that team, so it's parked on defense for the Malicos team. So that answers both of those things. Malicos is sitting on defense, and Starkiller doesn't exist. Yet. We're getting to it. We're getting to it, slowly but surely. All right. Let's see if we can get this battle in our favor. Okay. Good so far. And then we'll just start taking turns. And we will save the days. We got to remember to save our days for when she gets revived. So that means we're using a basic right there, which was inconvenient, but should still be fine. Okay. That should be a kill there. Good. Okay. Rex get a daze on her again. Good. Okay. Pass a turn again. Just keep doing specials. Take away their turn meter some more. There we go. Taunt again. Daze again if we can. Looking good on the control here, guys. Looks like we're going to be able to Phoenix this. Okay, tank down. Okay, dropped a special there. Looks like we're good here, though. Still got one on Rex. They did get some turn meter, though. Oop, dropped another special. We'll do this. Try to get them staggered. They are getting no staggers, though. Stagger-free zone on the other side of the map there. All right. In we go. All right, good. So I think the key is we've got to try to do well on offense here. And then I think, based on looking at his roster, if we kill enough of this stuff on defense, we're probably going to win, because I don't feel like he's got tons of good stuff saved back for himself on offense, right? Okay. So this team also has no Asajj. We faced a team that had an Asajj on it, and it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. But this one, no Asajj. Right, this is Acolyte and Talia. Okay. So, sweep first, activate zombie, run up to my alt, and then just keep attacking till stuff happens. Last time we ran this down to the last minute. It took us like over 4 minutes to do this battle. And like up until, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, there was like no damage being done. And then we finally got to the tipping point and started killing some Nightsisters. But that was brutal. Brutal. JQ says, hey, DL, good luck tonight. Not going to make it. My rival put GMs on front with the GM cron. My counters are on defense. Just saw a scribe fail to overcome them. I've tried the Balin JMK cleanup. I didn't have cat and killed it. And no Imperial zombies. Zombies and Spirit shut down by SLKR. He attacked twice. Combat ended after 5 minutes. Kylo was still on ultimate stance. Wow. Wow, the Imperial zombies did that much for the team, huh? Okay. So yeah, no Imperial zombies here. Luckily. All right, let's try to make this work. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. Sweep first. Ask questions later. All right, and then we just take 105 turns waiting for Great Mothers to give us the opportunity to do anything. Okay. Okay. um, what just happened? So killed my Nightsisters and they couldn't revive. Yeah. It's just over instantly. All right, let's reread this. What did I miss? Whenever an enemy defeated, they can't be revived. Okay. Okay, and because he just so happened to ignore the Nightsister zombie entirely and kill the other two Nightsisters first, the zombie didn't care, right? How did they... Okay. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with doom, they can't counterattack. Okay, fine. Okay. Fine. Where does it say they ignore taunt? Doesn't say anywhere. How do they ignore taunt? They can't counterattack, stun, 20% offense, gain speed up, can't be evaded. Fine. I don't understand. Where? How are they ignoring taunt? Inflict with doom, fine. If all allies are Nightsisters, Great Mother removes blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Fate Weaving, Doomed, Gift of Shadows. Blessed. Immune to instant defeat, stun, turn meter reduction, assist. Have to stun Morgan on opening turn. Well, if you don't sweep on the opening turn, then Zombie doesn't have advantage. And if Zombie doesn't have advantage, then they're not going to taunt when they come back. I don't think I have anything that can beat the Nightsisters now. That's it. I mean, just done, right? Stagger target enemy, expose all enemies, inflict them with buff immunity. Gain frenzy. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, the sweep on the opening turn has gotten us success with this in the past. I'll have to go back and look, because what I don't understand is how they killed both the other Nightsisters and ignored Zombie. I wasn't looking at whether or not they somehow removed her taunt or if they just ignored taunt. Yeah, if I stunned Morgan on the opening turn, then Zombie wouldn't have the auto revive, or wouldn't have taunt on revive. They killed the Zombie who came back without taunt. Do they have the GM crown or the... Yeah, they have the Great Mother's crown. It's the Great Mom's crown. They killed Zombie who came back without taunt. The Zombie should always come back with... So they would have had to dispel advantage off of Zombie somehow. Dispel and kill. I don't know. Does her ability blind, inflict them with armor shred, call other Nightsisters, and blind everybody? Stagger target enemy, expose all enemies, buff immunity. So that's what must have happened. They must have somehow cleansed the advantage off of Zombie, killed her, had her revive without taunt, killed the other two. I don't know. Is there anything else at all against that team? So check the SLKR lead that puts auto taunt on dark side tanks. It's not the taunt on dark side tanks that we're worried about. Okay. Whenever dark side ally gains advantage, if they didn't already have it, they gain a bonus. Tanks gain taunt. Attackers gain that, right? So dark side allies, whenever dark side ally loses advantage without scoring a critical hit, they gain advantage for one turn at the end of that turn. So as long as the zombie has advantage when they die, they come back, and at the end of that turn, they lost advantage without scoring a critical hit. They should get it back, and therefore get back taunt as well. Oh, okay. So this is what can happen. If they cleanse the buffs and also put buff immunity onto the zombie, then when that advantage tries to come back at the end of the turn, she doesn't get advantage and she doesn't get taunt. Yeah, this is why you want the advantage on the zombie, though, so that when she dies, she comes back, she gets advantage, she gets taunt. Otherwise, she dies, she comes back without taunt. And that's the end of the battle. Well. Okay. Well, I have no idea how to fight that then. Morgan called a mass assist, which killed zombie, who lost advantage. Yeah, so the advantage somehow... But see, that advantage should come back at the end of the turn. Looks like Great Mother's dispelled it from her assist. Well, in any case, it worked with astonishing effectiveness. And I don't have anything else that I know of to work on this. So let's shift gears. Let's try to work through the top. Let's try this Sith Eternal battle here. And let's just see if we can get this monstrosity to work here. Thrawn, Geo Brute Alpha, and Armorer. There's no valid datacrons that can be applied because Brute Alpha is too weak. I mean, we do have a Malgus. We've got a couple tanks that we could put here because we're not using them. Because I don't have all, like, I don't have Lord Vader, so I've got this tank. I don't have Malgus team put together yet, so I have him available as a tank. So we'll just have to put a different tank in there for right now. See if we can make it work. I mean, what does it cost us though? If we do it with the Geo, then we just lose access to we lose access to a datacron. That's all we really lose, right? So we could put the Geo in there and just not have a datacron. We're stuck on Relic 1 datacron anyway, right? So we only get the first 3 things. I guess let's try it. And we'll link up Ahsoka with Sabine. Try to manage the damage that way. Try to get Sith Eternal taken care of with the buffs. Okay. So we'll do that, and then we'll target Hu Yang, I think, is probably the weakest. Or Syndulla, do you think? What happens if we kick her right here? Does that take the taunt off? It does. Okay. All right. Sure. Get the signet put on. Bridger's ridiculous to kill, right? We're not going to kill Bridger. So we'll try Syndulla, I guess. All right. Oof. All right. Down to Sith Eternal pretty quickly here, y'all. It's lagging out for me. Okay, we cleared. We cleared. Okay. Yeah, let's just instant defeat no one. Okay. Instant defeat no one. Instant defeat zero players. Zero instant defeats. I guess Ezra Bridger's Omicron must do that in Grand Arena. It's kind of the only thing that makes sense. We've got locked healing immunity on. Killed to no one. Okay. I don't think turn meter is the issue. And if we're in somewhere in a cycle and at least one of them has their cooldowns missing, maybe that's an advantage for me. So let's just submit this as it is. There's got to be a Grand Arena thing here somewhere. First time a Spectre ally loses Exile. Gain additional speed. Well, in Grand Arenas, bonus damage, healing immunity, can't be copied. Ezra gains, can't be copied or dispelled. Okay. None of that is stopping instant kill immunity. Reunite, reset cooldowns, can't be resisted. This ability transforms. Or is it that somehow she 40% defense penetration. Okay, new Galactic Republic generate. Okay. No, okay. Is Sabine somehow immune? Sabine, whenever she uses an ability, 20 stacks, critical damage. Okay. Doesn't say that she can't be killed. I don't know. I don't know, guys. This whole kit is based around that instant defeat. I don't know what stopped it. I still can't figure out what stopped it. Damage immunity. Off balance. The start of the battle, Jedis gain stuff. If the ally in the leader slot is Spectre, Galactic Legend, Padawan, Sabine Wren, and Jedi Lessons. The first time that a Spectre loses Exile. History of the Galaxy Part 1. First time a Spectre uses Part 2. There were 5 Spectre allies and nobody with Exile gained Part 3. Okay, I don't see anything there that says immunity to instant defeat. So I don't know, there had to be an instant defeat immunity buff or something. Something here that I'm missing. Off balance. Don't know. I got nothing. Memorize Wisdom, Reunite, Hu Yang, Ultimate Charge. Reunite, Exile. I don't know. Ezra's Exile ability has it. It's Ezra who... I just read through Ezra, though. I didn't see it. His Exile ability. Exile. Can't attack, gain buffs, blah, blah. Mastery. Okay. Start of the battle, they all gain foresight. Ezra's exiled. The first time each ally is exiled, they gain stuff. Allied Spectres have instant defeat immunity while Ezra is active. Okay. Okay, so we have to kill Ezra first then? No. He's also an allied... He's not a... He is Spectre. So we have to kill Ezra first? Allied Spectres have instant defeat immunity while Ezra is active. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch how Arnold defeated Ahsoka with... That means you have to kill Ezra first, somehow. And with that team, we had Watt, who's just there to support C. We had Armor, who's just there to support C. We had Thrawn. I guess Thrawn has to put a fracture onto Ezra somehow. But even fractured won't get around that, right? Or does fracture get around it? He didn't kill anyone. It was just enough damage from the ult that killed Ezra. Okay. Okay, so let's try some Jedi in here. And we'll go with let's go with like some of the best Jedi we've got. Just try it. Let's see what we can get done. We should have that Jedi stun crown that I was looking at earlier. Where is it? Jedi stun. I know I didn't use it. Come on. Whenever Jedi uses an ability, they stun. Okay. That's light side tank revive too. All right, so we kill Ezra first. That opens up Cal Kestis to try to be able to do something. Okay. Let's do Luke first. Cleanse away. Let's mass assist here. Never mind. Apparently we can't assist. Oh, we can't assist at all, huh? That means that our ult ability also doesn't work. Okay. Well, there's that. Ezra down. Okay. Let's pass this over to Jedi Knight Luke. So we can just keep removing this taunt. Okay. Now, is it just against exiled targets? Yeah, okay, so it's just against exiles that doesn't work. So we can use this for the rest of the team. Okay. Huh? Question mark? Just do a basic here. All right, Ahsoka's doing Ahsoka stuff. We'll do this. Call Luke, get an assist. And this should be winning shortly. All right, let's instant defeat Ahsoka. Ha ha. Yeah, we knew that wasn't going to work. It's fine. We're losing Luke over here, so we better heal up a little bit. And then we'll take the ult. And, I mean, I think this will be what I use as a counter. I don't think I'll use Sith Eternal as a counter anymore. Look, I mean, we can control Ezra that way. We can, I mean, even if that team had been full turn meter and Ezra had been full life, I still think we would have been fine with that team. Because it doesn't rely on instant defeats. We can get the taunt off Ahsoka all the time with Jedi Knight Luke's basic. Looks like the way to go for me in the future. All right, we're learning stuff. Let's take our Person DeLorean team here. Sure. We'll take this 400% offense for Whistling Birds. That should be fun. Okay. Let's go. Put them on fire. Somehow my turn meter order's messed up. Okay. And let's stack all the Whistling Birds. Cool. So we can one-shot Jar Jar now. Another Gungan for bonus. That Datacron with Mercenary 400% offense coming in clutch there. All right, easy days. These are some slow Gungans. When we're faster than the Gungans, It looks pretty good, right? When we're slower than the Gungans, man, we almost always lose a character. Or at least struggle through the middle part, right? All right. Oh, man. Bombardier. One-shotted. Bo-Katan for the win. Auto. If you had linked Ezra and Ahsoka, you might have killed Ezra. It worked because Ezra had a little health and you have stun on special. If you had full health and you can't assist against him, it's almost impossible to kill him with JML team. So, I mean, we don't have to do the assists. The Luke team has a lot of damage on it. If we've got Cal Kestis in there, he's doing a basic and then an armor shred, or a basic and a whirlwind. That's pretty good damage without needing any assists. Luke can just attack on a basic and do a nice chunk of damage. Revan can pass turns or call assists. He can't call assists on Ezra, but he could call assists, somewhere else if he wanted to. Use the healing thing, pass it back around to Luke. I think it's more reliable than Sith Eternal. So Sith Eternal, you would have to link Ezra. Ezra is a Jedi, though. Okay. So Ezra's a Jedi. He would lose all of his protection instantly. So by the time you did your ult, he would just be on health. And that's all you would kill. You would just kill him with the ult. Right? You would just kill him. But is he the one that's putting... Who is it on that team that's putting on the locked healing immunity? Because I'm blanking on the keyword. What keyword are we looking for here? Spectre. Somebody keeps putting on healing immunity. Inflicts speed down, scores a critical hit, foresight, stagger. Okay, if the target allies a Jedi, offense, resilient, per gil. Physical damage, each critical hit. Inflict buff immunity, healing immunity, and offense down for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Okay. So as long as we get rid of him, then that healing immunity is also not in the team. Okay. Especially the heal from Ezra is insane. It's Ezra that puts the locked healing immunity. Yeah. Okay. Even Arnold killed everyone, but then Ahsoka and Ezra two-manned his whole team. So, with Sith Eternal, if you linked Ezra, nuked his protection, then you have to have enough damage, just straight up damage with the ult to kill him. And it's kind of a... I don't know that that's guaranteed. How are people modding Ezra? All health or... Yeah, health, crit damage. Okay. So if you modded Ezra for all health and put him at high relics, 77, he's going to have over 100,000 health in a reasonable setup at relic like 7 or whatever. So I don't know that we have... I don't know that we have the confidence to say that Sith Eternal could always kill him. Probably, though. So we link Ezra, we kill Ezra on the first hit, but we have to kill him with the damage. And then we've still got 4 characters to try to clean up with only Sith Eternal. But if we've got both the Signet and the Wat Tambor buff on him, and he can't get hit with healing immunity, then he'll probably take it, right? It's probably fine. Okay. All right. Learning stuff. All right, let's get back in here. And I think we'll just do the mirror match here. I've been pretty successful with the mirror match, just because I have kind of better mods. Lean on my mods to get the job done. All right, let's look at Imperial Remnant. And we'll do pretty much an exact mirror match here. Death Trooper instead of Stormtrooper. Is this TIE Pilot? Okay, he chose to put the TIE Pilot in there. That's interesting. Night Trooper. And then we got this Kron. He's also got the Kron. But we've got more speed than him, and I'm not afraid to use it. All right, let's go. And let's just drain straight up. Drain right away. Okay, we'll do this hit. We'll do that. We got to get back around to another turn here real quick. And that should take out his Moff Gideon. No, it did not. Interesting. Okay. We're ability blocked on my Gideon. All right, come on now. Let's not lose the mirror match. That's not fun. All right, Death Mark. Good. Okay. Looked dicey there for a second, but we brought it back around. All right, and then we'll just do the typical JMK team. We'll use the Shock T-Cron. See if we can open up ships. And then we'll go see what we can do on that bottom front. Okay. Let's go against 50 RT here. Okay. Target that, do JMK. Swap it back around, give that to Ahsoka. Okay. Basic. Now we're going to target Rey. Let's see. She does not have instant defeat immunity on her, right? Okay. Good. And now we'll go in on Rey herself. And we'll try to get instant defeat immunity popped on Rey. There it is. Okay. So now let's continue to target Rey. Take her down below half. I guess not. Okay. I really wish I'd got the healing immunity onto her, but it was not to be. Okay, waiting for the ult now. We'll probably lose JMK here. So I assume that meant Savior. But okay. Damage immunity popped over there. Damage immunity popped there. And probably damage immunity popped here. Now we're just waiting for somebody to take a turn. Okay. And L3 to go. Sorted out like a little puzzle. No problem. Ships are open. Let's see what we got for ships. We've got a negotiator, a profundity. Interesting profundity. He's got the punishing one in the starting lineup, but not the Xanadu blood. So I think we still do the mirror match there. Profundity down bottom. And then use a Radis fleet. Ooh, never mind. I think Radis is on offense. So we actually have to play something against the Malevolence. I think we can do First Order. We can try First Order there. All right, let's take in the bounty hunters here. And we'll kill Razor Crest first, as it turns out with this matchup. We'll be able to do tons of damage to it. Okay. Oh, wow, okay, so we didn't get a basic there. That's inconvenient. Let's call the Razor Crest, get a basic so that he's marked. Then let's I think I just want the damage from the IG here. All right. Punishing one. Wow, that was a big hit on my IG right there. Should be okay now. Stun. Nope. Resisted. Marked. Marked for damage. Let's get the punishing one out of here. Bring in Hound's Tooth right now. He'll have a mass assist coming up again on his ship sometime soon here, and I don't really want that to go on one of my good ships. All right, let's take Slave 1 out next. Capital ship next. And auto. Has anyone watched the animated series Secret Level? I queued it up to watch it earlier today, but I had to go do something else and left. And when I came back, it was too close to streaming time. So I actually was ready to watch it. I'm going to watch it soon. Mindy says 3 days. Insert Ganon laugh here. Nice. All right, Negotiator. Let's take first order against Negotiator. Let's see if we can get him finalized. We will bring in the Cassian's U-Wing and Plo's ship. And if he has like a first reinforce that's the Bad Batch ship at relic level, he doesn't have relic Bad Batch though. He doesn't have Vader. Okay, so we'll put the missile on Anakin, stun him, and then we'll do a basic here. And that should convince the enemy fleet to do the unending loyalty. So now, should be in good shape. Bring in a reinforcement. Clean off all these buffs. Target Anakin. And didn't quite kill him. And now he's cleaned up and ready to go. Okay. That's inconvenient. That usually works better than that. Alrighty, though. He is still under the influence of... Nope. Come on now. He's still under the missile. So that's something. Can't call any assists because everybody is dazed. Don't have reinforcement coming in. I might lose this. I might lose this after all. Oh, oops. Well, that I've done that battle 100 times, y'all. I really have. I've done that battle a lot with the First Order fleet. And I kill Anakin, just pick him off every time. But not this time, apparently. Yikes. Not good. Okay, so let's bring in Profundity. And we'll... should have no problem cleaning this up. Or doing it in the first place, however you want to look at it. You know what? We're just going to take these two reinforcements. And I can't see why we would ever need a third. The trailer looks really good. I was thinking of watching it, says Swgoh. It did look good. It looked entertaining. It's like a bunch of video game stuff, right? Like it's I think my understanding of it was like an anthology of video game stuff. Seemed like a cool premise. All right, there's Anakin struggling with buff immunity on, wishing that he could get stealth, wanting it some other way. Here's me cleansing off that tank right before he gets his taunt right back. Okay. And now we're going to have the days coming up. Oof. Big damage. I'm just going to spin that off right now. Bring in Ghost. And see what we can get done here. Still not enough to kill that Anakin. He's got like a... That Anakin is a superhero. Has he got like a Relic 9 Anakin Skywalker or something? Like, how is that ship that much tougher than usual? RNG, I guess. No crits, something. All right, here comes Ahsoka. I'm surprised she didn't, like, one-shot kill anybody. That ability of hers does so much damage, it's insane. If she crits on that, she, like, pretty much takes out a ship on her own in one hit. Okay, come on, let's go. And it's got to be a Relic 9 Ahsoka, right? Because he had Galactic Legend Ahsoka. All right, and then let's deal with the capital ship. And then we'll just put it on auto and let him go. The web series I watched based on a game was The Last of Us, and it was really good. They made a Last of Us series? I didn't even know that. Well, if you've never watched Arcane, Arcane's based on League of Legends, and it's truly a work of art, I think. Okay, we could take in our Chimera fleet, and we can either take this in as the Chimera version, or we could take it in as the Executrix version with the extra TIE fighters. So maybe that's better. Maybe taking it in this way. And then we'll put the tank in, the starting fleet. Something like this. And that should give us the 2 extra. We don't really need that initial TIE hit like we do in some battles, right? And we can put everybody on fire. Get a taunt. Get the defender in as soon as we lose any ship. All right, let's try it this way. You should watch. It's so good it has Pedro Pascal in the lead. Oh, nice. That does sound good. Interesting. Okay, let's look for the soldier. Try to rough him up a bit. It'll put spy and stealth. We don't care. We're going to be stuck behind the Sunfac anyway because of having buffs on all of our ships. I don't really want to do any of this yet. Right? Just doing damage. Sunfac down. Now we'll go ahead and strip off the buffs just for the fun of it. Get some stacks on my guys. Good. And spy goes into stealth, but what are you going to do? Okay, here comes another real ship. Ooh. It's the bomber. Oof. And they just destroy Vader. Okay. Bring our TIE Defender in now. And I don't want to stun at the moment. Just want to do damage. Okay. Damage, damage, damage. Damage. All right. Good. Done. Cleaned up. 68 banners. Oof. I really wanted to do the Profundity battle there. All right, let's go back in here. And we can try our Bane. against the Leia here. We'll look for that cron that we had that has defense and protection and armor penetration. Where was it? This one? No, we didn't use it. Did we? We didn't use it on somebody else. This is the one with defense and tenacity. We have one that's similar to that with a bunch of defense. And then it also has armor penetration on it. Are you kidding me? Did we somehow use that somewhere? I do not recall using that. Dang it. The armor penetration seems to make quite a bit of difference, the armor penetration. So we're going to take that. We're going to take armor penetration here. Make sure we get that on our Bane. And then we'll take a poke at Balin's skull. We'll try to see what we can do there. Maybe there's a chance that we get lucky somehow. We can't instant defeat him. Oh no, it's all... Yeah, it's all mercenary allies. So Sith Triumvirate really shouldn't work there as long as he has that Omicron. Okay. So we've had like two different Banes the last few GACs. The one that does incredible things and the one that kind of stalls out. So this guy was stalling out and then he killed everybody in one hit. Nice. All right, Balin's skull. What happens if we do just good old-fashioned Imperial troopers? I'm sure there's every single team nowadays has a thing that says, you know, turn meter removal doesn't work. They get bonus turn meter from everything. I don't know. There's probably tons of that in his kit. But we're going to try the Imperial troopers, and we're just going to see. We're going to take a shot in the dark and see if somehow Imperial troopers actually does something against this Balin Skull team. Okay, so free turns at the start. Dazes on everybody. Everybody on his team gets to go. Okay. So Imperial troopers don't work. All right. Let's try the same kind of a thing with gas. We'll just throw gas in here and see what happens. Just want to say thank you so much for your videos. Maintain top 50 now. Breaking top 25 for fleets. Farming was excellent. Mod guides were amazing. Thanks again. Hey, thanks, Chris Turner. Appreciate that. What's a good punch-up for Gideon's Datacron? Normal trooper fights are way too easy right now. I've heard that the Gideon Datacron can punch up even against some Galactic Legends, but typically not the ones that you see on defense. Like, I don't think it can beat a Ray or anything like that. I haven't experimented around with it that much, honestly. I've used it to clean up teams like the Remnant, like the mirror match, because I feel like my Gideon has a lot faster mods. We can do better in the mirror match. We've used it against like Qui-Gon Jinn teams, stuff like that. I don't think I've beaten a Malgus team with it. Maybe somebody in the chat knows if you can beat Malgus with it or something like that. I don't honestly know all the matchups that it can take out. All right, let's see what Gas does here against the Balin team. Oh, wow, they stunned all of my clones instantly. Handcuffed, sat down. Clones sacrifices in. Clones are easily getting one-shotted by this team. Clones after the sacrifice are getting one-shotted by this team. So everything's dead, pretty much, before we even get a turn. People are hating on Balin's Skull, but why? Like, this is insane. Look at how much damage they're doing. They sat Gas down in, like, 2 character turns. And I can't do anything against Balin here. I mean, I'm hitting the heck out of him with my best stuff. Let's see. Kira, like the weakest character on their team. We can kill her. Yeah. Insane. That team's insane. Yeah, so I don't know. If I had a couple more GLs, I might be able to win, but but he should be struggling himself. So he could probably Phoenix this. He can kill this. I think he did not have JMK, right? So he might actually struggle a little bit against he might have me. He might just clear the bottom 2 zones and get me that way. Yeah, he doesn't have a JMK. He's got an SLKR and a JML on offense. And then not a lot else. Yeah, Bo-Katan. Can Bo-Katan beat the Inquisitors, I think, can beat Padme, Queen Amidala team. I think there's a counter with the Grand Inquisitor. But that was on defense. We beat the... Yeah, so I just got to hope that my Padme team can hold. I got to hope that he doesn't have a way to get through that. Otherwise he'll probably take this one. Interesting, though. Interesting defense. Balin's Skull. Oof. Yeah, I'm just torn on, like, what to do about Galactic Legend Ahsoka in the future. Because there really is, the Sith Eternal option. We talked through, if you can link up Ezra, get rid of his protection, and just kill him from C's damage, and work through the rest of the team, that could be a working method to get rid of Ahsoka. And then, so JML, I'm convinced that JML will work. I just think JML might struggle if it's against a high relic Ezra, if they've over relic their Ezra. Like if he's 7 or 9, then I wonder if we have the damage to get through it. Be interesting. All right, getting logged into this Lex Talionis project here. Let's switch the screen over. All right, we'll take a look at Lex now. Leia can beat Ahsoka. Lord Vader can as well, but you don't have that. How far are you away from getting Ahsoka yourself? Oh, I'm a long way away. I am a long way. But again, I mean, if you're playing like a normal free-to-play player, and you're not buying character shards. We just had the General Syndulla marquee. She's not even farmable yet. So that's where I'm at on Ahsoka. I mean, I have to wait for the characters to be farmable, and then I have to farm them. So I think on Leia, we unlocked Leia like 2 months after she premiered. So I think it'll be the same way with Ahsoka. Within a couple weeks, I'll have most of the characters at their appropriate relic levels and most of the older characters from the marquees at 7 stars. So then when the last two, when Hu Yang and General Syndulla become farmable in some way, I'll go all in farming them 2 or 3 times a day, whatever it takes. And that'll set the timeline for my Ahsoka. Sabine was before Hera, and she isn't farmable yet. Yeah, exactly. So my timeline is set based on, when the last character becomes farmable. And I think General Syndulla was the last character, right? Hu Yang, then General. So yeah, I would say if I go by what happened on the Leia timeline, a couple months after Leia was in the game, I was able to get her. So I think the same thing. Like, if I go all in on farming, the last character should only take me like 4 or 5 weeks to farm up. So if I've got all the material saved up and I'm ready to go, then when that character becomes farmable, I'll be on like a 4 or 5 week timeline. And especially if it comes out as a Cantina character, then I'm in good shape, right? If the very last one is in the Cantina. All right, let's take a look at the Lex Talionis fight here. 8.4 million galactic power, 3 in ships, 5 million in characters. Player's been playing for 25,000, which is 5.5 years. Folks, if you've been playing 5.5 years and you don't have an Executor or Profundity yet, please, please, even if you're a collector, even if all you want to do is just farm Star Wars characters and have fun, please have fun building an Executor. It drives me crazy. I can't, I'm not trying to judge people, but just for myself, the inefficiency of not placing in fleet and losing out on all those crystals, it's kind of like an itch in the back of my brain that I can't scratch. So, yeah. One Galactic Legend, Sith Eternal, and obviously enough stuff. And I saw the Sith Eternal was on defense. So, let's just see what he put that we can clear here. There's a Revan. About the only thing that we can do for Revan is try our Imperial Trooper team. Those are pretty high relics. Padme and Gas, we can beat them both, but we need to beat them with CLS. So basically, the one team that we have to beat something is the team that we need to beat both of these teams. We'll just take out this Gas team. And then we're going to bring in the 501st and just see. There's a chance that this player has bad enough mods that we can get through the Padme team. I'm not sure if that's true, but let's see. Okay. CLS against Gas is it's old. It's as old as those two teams. So it's pretty straightforward. You just sit Gas down, kill all of his clones with Gas. You should be durable enough with this team to to kill him even though he's angry. So if you build CLS, that's a pretty easy matchup. In this matchup here, ooh, Cat's in the team. That's interesting. So if you match up CLS versus Padme, you just kind of target the tank and put it on auto, and then every time 3PO and Chewie does an area of effect attack, it does damage to everybody, and you basically kill the Padme team with area of effect. You can work around it and get Jedi Knight Anakin killed first, but that's basically how it works. You just target the tank and kill him with area of effect. All right, let's put 501st in here. Wait, what? Not Ahsoka. And then we need Shock T. Where's Jedi? Let's get a Shock T. Okay. We'll get it sooner or later. Shock T and the boys. I expect this to go badly, but there is some small chance. Like I said, if his mods are really bad enough, okay. Let's do this. Oof. Guess. Okay. All right. Stay on the tank. Form up. And try to get an aerial advantage off. I think we're still one turn away from the aerial advantage, so yeah. Didn't get there. Didn't get there. It was a long shot. We could take Wampa in here. I don't think Wampa can get it done, but let's I mean, it's just that thing of we're not going to use him anywhere else, right? So just try it. See what we can get done. Oof! Anakin says goodbye. I've got stacks. Courage stacks for the win. All right, Jedi team here. We'll try our Imperial troopers. There's the trooper team. Bastila might be the weakest link here, right? Because if we target Juhani, yeah, I think I got a drain turn meter here first. Okay. In we go. All in. Let's get the mark on. And even if we do get a kill here, it's only going to be the savior effect. So we're a long way off on getting our first real kill. But let's see what we can get done here. Ooh, snowtrooper marked for death. And, oof! Those cards, holy cow. 50. Handing out some aces. All right, that's it. We're done. Only so much we can do, and we did it. We got our 71 banners. And, yeah, like usual, when somebody like that is in this bronzium level arena. All we can do is hope that they don't play, and if they don't, then we get a win. I mean, last round I had all opponents like this, and I believe I went 2-1. You know, only one of them played, so I ended up 2-1 and finishing second overall in my pod against this kind of opponent. It's a dumb way to play the game. Boy, I sure wish I played people who were like similar to my account in Galactic Power. Really wish. You should have wampa'd the sea? Oh, I didn't think of that. Man. We could have given a shot of Wampa against Sith Eternal. Oh, he has armor in there. The armor would have made it tough. She gives that signet to see, but the Nihilus insta-kill. So if I didn't kill Nihilus fast enough, he would just insta-kill Wampa. Still would have been better it would have been more fun to do Wampa there. You are correct. I missed that. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for me for today, guys. Pretty straightforward GAC on Lex Talionis. Fun GAC on Loquitur. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out, you know. My opponent really sold out on defense, put everything, like most of his really good teams are on defense, and, you know, just tried to block everything up and reduce the amount of offense that he needs. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that turns out. It was fun fighting my first GL Ahsoka. Learned some things about her kit. And we'll have to take that going forward. All right, thank you all for watching. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to the channel to see more stuff in the future. And, of course, use the notification bell so you know when I'm doing these live streams. And we will see you all in the next Holocron.